So how was your week, Bob?
Exhausting. We had a board meeting today, so you know, this is 2 Zooms in one day, and you know, other than that, I'm fine. I'm going, and with the usual life filled with going to doctors.
You
We
too.
all know about that. I'm getting my COVID shot, second COVID shot
Good for you.
soon.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
congratulations. Good for you.
Hey, Tracy.
I don't think she can hear us.
Yeah. Tracy, are you hearing us?
I don't think so.
I think Mike, I wanted to mention to you, do you remember the postcards from the 40s, 30s and 40s, the comic postcards? They were usually, of course, drawn, but some of your work could be nicely adapted to a postcard, like your one with the woman looking up and there's a hole in the sky. That would
Oh,
be
yeah,
funny
yeah.
as a postcard.
That would be great.
And anyway, just I'm getting a plug in to you because we'll see what you have tonight, but some of your stuff begs to be distributed, particularly that which is so different from the humorous postcard. Is so different from the fine arts stuff. Okay.
Our printer is broke right now, so that's an issue. We don't have a printer here. We could send something out.
Yeah, or you could email it to me and I could print it. But Tracy has her sound is off, but she seems to be hearing us. Yes, she hears us. Kim, how was your week?
It was good. It was good. Went very fast is what I have to say. They always do. The weeks just fly by.
Yes, yes.
I don't know why or how, but they do.
I always feel like I'm getting into bed and getting out.
Well, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Well, it's funny not having for me, I'm adopting a life without a job, plus being at home. So it's a
Right.
totally different world than having a
Right.
job, and that's a big adjustment.
Right. I think being indoors more than I'm used to is very difficult. Not seeing people face to face in person. That's really the biggest change.
Yeah, and I used to value my alone time, but somewhat less now because I have so much of it.
Yep.
All right, Susan's here. I think Janice is signing on. Neela's here.
Hi, Bob.
Hey, Susan.
Hello. Susan, you have something new at the back, do you?
Oh, yeah. She always has some.
Yeah,
she always
Oh,
does.
yeah.
it looks like charcoal, black and white.
No, it's an acrylic from 30 years ago.
Is it a table and people at the table? I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
No, it's a still life.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, it's a still life. I'm sorry.
It's
Okay, my eyesight's not that good, so
Mm,
you have to forgive me. I see people at a table, but okay, so it's things on a table. Would that be fair to say?
that is correct.
Okay, okay.
Did you do the still life?
I did.
Susan, all right. Hey, Neela.
Hi there.
Hey, Neela.
Hi, Mira.
Hi, hi.
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy, your sound is off, I think? Or is it not off now?
She's muted.
Oh, she's muted? Okay,
Yeah, but she's hearing us.
okay.
Okay, I've unmuted myself now. I was trying to adjust the sound from as it was so bad last week, and I guess in doing that, I turned off the the speakers and all that. But now I'm back to normal.
I like what I see behind you.
Sound better?
Yeah, it's much
Mhm.
better.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes, much better.
Hi,
Great.
Janice, how are you?
Let's see. All right, let me get the list of who has stuff to show. Mike and Sarah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I do. Kim,
Yes, I do have a few things.
Tracy,
No,
but
We have
that's
something
to mention.
behind you, Tracy.
fine. That's fine. We enjoy your being here.
I
Susan.
mentioned something.
Yes.
I have something, but it doesn't have to be tonight. It's just, something from the past that might be. of
All
interest.
right. Neela,
That
do you have
sounds
something?
intriguing.
No, not tonight.
Okay. You're coming. Well, we'll talk about your book thing. Janice has something. Mick, do you have anything?
Yeah, I got one thing I can show.
Okay. And Raina's here. Hey, Raina. There was a discussion at the board meeting about your name, how to pronounce your first name.
You got it. You're right. It's Raina.
Raina.
Okay. It was some was Rena and some was okay, so Raina is it.
Yeah.
Ted is here. Ted, do you have anything to show?
Yes, yes.
Raina, do you have anything to show?
Yes.
Jane, hi, do you have anything to show?
No, I do not.
We're all burned out from the board meeting, right?
Well, from the last thing she did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, that was very labor intensive, I would imagine.
Okay, there's Ron. Ron is still standing.
Yes. And
I have stuff for today, Bob, if tallying up.
you do have stuff?
Yep.
Okay. Raina, I'm wondering if we get time, if you could show us how to post. How many people know how to post on Instagram?
No.
I'd really love to know.
I would
Okay,
love
Ron does, Mick does.
Well, here's the only problem is that I don't know how to post from a desktop because you're really supposed to post from your phone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But so it would be hard to show you.
And Andy knows the workaround on that.
Yeah, if he wants to maybe show how to do that, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Well, on my iPhone, I have my images in my, what's it called? Anyway, I have my images and I tried desperately to load them onto Instagram and they just won't go.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong.
Your iPhone?
My iPhone, my
Yeah,
smart,
that should work.
it should.
I-
But it doesn't.
I have a question for Raina. The question came up, how do you pronounce your name?
Yeah,
Is it Raina?
Topic,
Yeah.
topic, yes.
Raina Hawkins.
Yes. Oh my God, you got the last name too. You're amazing.
Yeah, I know that. I got that one. Okay,
No, because
Thank
everyone
you.
calls me Hawkins instead of Hawkins.
I know,
Oh,
yep.
yeah.
I've been correcting that.
Thank you.
All right, in a couple minutes, we'll start. Let me briefly, I talked with Mike a little bit, and I want to raise the subject with you, Mick. Do you remember the old postcard format from the 30s and the 40s? The scenic postcards. Here I am in beautiful, Grand Canyon.
Remember
I'm
that.
sure you remember that.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Greetings from, yeah.
Yeah.
I have some.
Yeah, I was thinking that some of your work would be nice as a postcard form, like that size. Here's because you have such your scenics. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let's go. It's 5 after. Mike, do you want to go first?
Sure, why not? Okay, Sarah's gonna get me through this. Shit.
Did everybody hear me say that?
Oh, no, we can't include it in the recording for mature audiences.
Are we? Sure.
No,
No.
Oh, kitty cat. What's his name?
Augustus. Augustus,
Augustus, male?
yes,
Beautiful cat.
With an iPad.
thanks.
yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Is this from you, Janice? This is excuse me, is this Mike?
Yes,
This
I'm
is Mike.
sorry, I got confused. It's Mike's work, okay.
Beautiful. Wow.
yeah, not being a painter, Sarah and I, and Will again, I'm sure, used to go to Wissahickon Creek quite frequently. And, watching the amazing paintings that we see on this site, I know I wasn't a painter, but I could make a paintbrush with Photoshop. So I took one of the old pictures and just played, trying to think of things that I had seen and incorporate them into a picture. So this is my first try, so be gentle. This is my first try, but it was fun. I don't know that it's my thing, but I did enjoy the fact that I was doing it by hand and not using any program, just using the mouse. And I think I mentioned before, I don't use a tablet. Everything that I do with my left thumb on a thumb wheel mouse. And so it kept me busy, and I tried to get some texture and color and, just get some feedback from you. Any feedback is welcome.
I have a question. So it did not start from a photo?
It did, yes, it
Oh, it
started.
did.
Yeah,
Did
Color
start from
photo.
a,
Mike, did you paint in the leaves?
yes, everything.
I see.
Almost.
I see. You actually painted it in, because it looks very
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, thank you. They were green trees. I didn't put the trees in, I just. I put the full colors in and put the leaves in the water and on the tops in the front.
Wow.
Well, that is amazing, because it's hard to paint with a mouse. I haven't been able to master that.
Yeah,
Welcome to the club.
roadkill being hard to find.
Yes.
yeah.
Or a
Well,
goat.
I think it's
People-
sparkling and fabulous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice.
It's hard to believe you painted that in.
You can tell, Mike, that you understand composition, because if you started with a composition that wasn't very good, it may not have been successful. But look at all the great, the foreground offers a lot of interest. There's there's the rule of thirds all over the place. It's wonderful, right? I mean, so you started with a good, with a good picture. You started with your own good eye, right?
Right. Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Can someone briefly explain the rule of threes?
I don't know if I want to
Briefly,
do
in
that
three
now.
All right, I'll put it on I'll look it up and put it on next week's.
Well, I would like to say that I think it also has the golden mean, which is 1 to
Mhm.
6. In other words, there's a small thing on the top and then a lot of under, like Constable used to use the golden mean. I think I see the golden mean here.
In the proportions of the picture, the
Proportions, yes, I
rectangle,
do,
yeah.
yes.
And it's funny because when I look at something like this, I treat it as though it were a human subject because I know how to photograph people.
Mm.
It
Interesting.
was the treatment of apparently some of those leaves are underwater in the middle section.
Correct. Yes.
That's challenging. That's
Yes.
you know, you probably could have adjusted it many different ways, but it's cool. Really
Yeah,
good.
that is amazing that you were able to do that.
You did a great
Yeah,
job.
that's wonderful.
It has a look of confetti, so it makes it look like a joyful celebration of fall.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
good point.
Like a double image almost, Mike. It's like you use the double image of the reflection of the water and then you superimpose that over your main scene or something. That's a really nice light touch you've done there.
Mhm.
And it's leading you into it.
Mhm.
It's just like, come on and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah. And I like the challenge.
Very good, Michael.
Thank you.
Lovely.
And we point out the variety of styles that Mike has. I mean, that's like many of us.
And I wanted to say, it reminds me of a piece that's in the Fiber Show now. That because there's an artist who I forget who it is, but the artist did several landscapey things with bits of fabric, but several of them have this look. So check it out.
Very nice.
It's a challenge.
I like the depth in it. I never saw it before tonight, and I like
Oh
the
my
depth.
gosh. Secrets.
Yeah. He doesn't always show me everything.
Oh,
Yeah, I never see all of Janice's.
he's secretive.
Sarah, do you want to go next?
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that is something else.
This is something I'm trying a little bit of abstract now because of what I've been seeing and learning about. And shall I tell you what this is?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Mike had to go into CVS and I was in the car and I was playing with the camera and took home a bunch of photographs and I zeroed in and made several photographs out of it. And this is one of them. This is on the window at CVS. And I was so excited because I really enjoy doing this.
How do you mean it was on the window? I go to CVS all the time. And I don't see this.
What was your
Or
project?
Walgreens or Rite Aid for that matter.
No, I zeroed in. This is part of the decoration on the window. And I did a little bit of, no, I didn't do Photoshop.
Okay.
No, I just touched up the color a little bit. But I did that on my phone. I don't have Photoshop on my phone, sir. And I think I even turned it around because I like this way. And so this is really from the car in front of I know that doesn't sound very romantic, but I'm just being very honest with you. That's what it was.
Mhm.
Waiting for Mike.
Sarah, it looks to
Waiting.
me, almost like a window, and you're seeing the city outside the window. That's how it seems to me. That's what I see.
Yes.
Well, this is the decoration on their window.
Yeah, well, remember, I didn't see the original, and it just looks to me like a window, and you're seeing the city past the window at night. That's
Yeah,
how it
maybe
looks.
a foggy night or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love that idea. That's great. I love that. Thank you. Yes.
Well, that's what I see.
Very
Yeah.
nice composition too.
Thank
And
you.
the fact that
I
the
have-
slats, they're so clearly wooden slats. All right, thank you, Mike and Sarah.
I have one more. I have
Oh,
one
good,
more.
okay.
What I did. I guess I didn't put that in. Well, here's one.
Oh, very nice.
I really
What a
like that.
handsome figure.
Is that Ernest Hemingway?
That is nice. I'm beginning to see now how you would take portraits that were interesting.
That is a really nice portrait.
Yes,
is.
I'm beginning to see how it's done.
Well,
Those-
I wanted to take one. You know, when you're married a long time, sometimes the other person kind of dissolves into part of you. And I tried to take a photograph of Mike, the person, without me, this person, the human, and that's who that is. That if do you understand what I mean? This
Yes.
is Mike, the human. I mean,
Yes.
The independent human of you.
Not just the cook and the
right,
This is Mike's serious side.
right. And yeah.
The essential Mike.
it's really nice. It's a very there's a little bit of a smile there or something. Too. It makes it's really nice. Yeah.
Fills the frame in a really
Yeah.
pleasant
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I like the way the nose goes right to the edge. Beautiful.
Right. This was a series of 3, but so far I've only, this is the first one I've shown here. It was 3. One was real light. This is the medium one, and the other one is very dark. But this is the person, Mike.
Did he know you were? Did he know you were taking the picture, Sarah?
That I don't remember, probably because, you know, I just think I probably had him be still for quite a while till I shot quite a few. But I don't remember if he actually knew, but I think he would have. And I didn't want him to pose. I do know that. I just wanted a straight shot.
Yeah.
They make a nice book cover.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you were matting it, it's an interesting question how you would frame it and mat it, because it's very dramatic. Anyway, very good, very good. Mike and Sarah both did great stuff.
Yes, they did. Yes, they
Thank
did.
you very much.
Yes, they did.
Raina, last time we saw you, you showed us a work in progress.
Yeah,
Right.
I actually decided to leave that one alone. I think I might have switched the orientation of it, but I just decided to just leave it. I have that ready if you want to see it, but then I have 2 others. So,
Okay, let's see the others.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
I like
Very
that.
nice, very nice.
Wow.
Lovely colors.
Yeah,
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 reminds me of
Ted's-
Ted's colors, but
yeah, they are.
done by Raina. Very
How
nice.
big? How big is it?
It's 16 by 20.
Oh,
Nice size.
it's a good size.
Mhm.
I actually I was in a workshop, painting workshop a couple years ago, and the assignment was to paint like Joan Mitchell. Do you know Joan Mitchell?
Oh, yeah.
And so that's why I have kind of all the lines in the background, but I didn't like the way it turned out. So then I just painted over it with some new colors, and now I like it much better.
Yeah, I like the colors very much.
Yeah.
Is that,
Beautiful.
is it acrylic?
It is acrylic, yeah.
Nice warm and full colors together.
Yes, very nice.
My other one is an embroidery.
Ooh,
It's a mono print, and then I embroidered on top of it.
Wow.
so is it in the print show? Is it in the show that's coming up?
Familiar.
I think it is.
The fiber show.
Fiber show. I'm
No,
sorry.
this one I just finished yesterday. So
I meant the fiber, sorry, I meant the fiber show. I didn't realize I said print.
Very cool.
Is it on paper or fabric?
it's on fabric.
Oh,
Wow.
I love that.
It looks as if you,
so,
it looks as if you put paint on fabric and then ran a
Exactly what I did.
rake
I
through it.
printed
Oh,
I printed acrylic on the fabric, and then I embroidered on it afterwards.
Hmm.
wow.
I used one of those jelly plates. Do you know the jelly plates
No,
to do mono prints? Yeah.
no.
Cool.
Very nice.
A lot of rhythm.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Raina, how big is this one?
This one's 6 by 6.
6 inches by 6 inches?
Mm-hmm.
So it's sort of quite small.
Yeah.
I see.
My jelly plate is 6 by 6, so I tend to do mostly that size for my embroidered stuff and my
Well,
prints.
you're not a photographer, but could you photograph it and make it bigger as a print?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
could.
probably not what you do, but
Well, I have in the past taken photos of either acrylic paintings or prints that I've done, and then I printed them onto fabric, because there's a way you can do that you buy this special paper-backed fabric, and then you feed it into the printer. It has to be an inkjet printer, and then you can print it. But again, that's like still the biggest you can get is like 8.5 by 10 or 8.5 by 11. So if to get really big, I'd have to just probably buy some other, buy a larger jelly plate or something. I don't know.
Does everybody know what a jelly plate is?
nope.
Don't.
It's a plate made of gelatin. Like you can actually make them yourself if you want to. It's kind of a complicated process, but it's literally gelatin. And then you can kind of paint on it and add different textures, and then it will print onto paper.
Oh,
No.
So that you,
It's a way of printing without a press, essentially.
mhm.
so do you have the jelly thing sitting there and you put the paper on top of it?
Yes.
Could you do it with Jello?
I don't know.
Wow.
I think it has to be a little more dense than Jello.
Oh,
Really? Okay.
I think it's spelled Gelli. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
G.
Gelli.
I'm gonna try it with Jello.
Jelli?
We should do a Sunday afternoon thing on jelly plates, because a lot of people are using them, and they're relatively recent, I think.
Yeah, I think they are pretty new, but like I used to do etchings, and you can't do that from home unless you've got the money to buy a press, and that's a lot. So this is kind of a cool way to print without that.
Mhm.
Can you print more than one?
You can print like a ghost print, but really it really just works for one for the most part. One, maybe two.
I think this, not too long ago, Roberta gave a class in
Oh,
jelly prints.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
but
Well,
I didn't
thank you.
take it.
I think that, actually, I think that they might be posting that on the website soon, because that sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, I think there might be something coming up on that.
I'll have to check on that.
Did you use acrylic paint for this?
I
Or
did, but I
Okay.
used, since I was putting it on fabric, and because I knew I was gonna have to push a needle through it, I used like a fabric medium that you mix with the paint.
Oh, wow.
It makes it not dry quite as crusty.
Mhm.
Again, great colors.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm. And that's from our colorist. Thank you, Raina. If we have time, maybe at the end, you could show us the one you showed us last week. I remember you had issues with the lower right corner. Yeah, but let's go on. Kim, do you want to go?
Yep, sure. Thank you. Okay, these photos that I'm going to show you, only going to show you 3, were taken at my newest favorite place, which is the Comcast Center, which you remember I did something last week, you may recall.
I remember that, the light brown.
Yeah, well, I called it pink, but I don't know
Yeah,
I don't know where my thing is. It's here, but I can't seem to. Maybe that's what I have to do. Okay, so let me tell you what this is. I call this City Double because this is the plate glass of the Comcast Center as you walk up towards City Hall. And what I noticed was, you see, this is a City Double. It reflected the city. So I call it City Double.
Great title.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
And
Well,
I
I
like the
just-
work.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting the way that it reflected it absolutely.
Well,
And, sorry.
It could also, when you first look at it, it could be you're looking down a street and there's buildings on both sides.
Yes.
So
look,
that's kind of cool.
yeah, but look, you see that? That's the reflection. You see? these-
Right, right. You
Mhm.
can see where the,
Yeah, it's just a
Mine is.
total reflection, which I thought
Right.
was really, really unusual.
It's asymmetrical as well, because you have that building
Right.
on the right that you don't have on the left, so.
Yeah, it's the reflection actually of yeah, I don't know how that, yeah, because I guess this is like that way. It's sort of, it's not straight.
Kind
So
of
you-
fools the eye for a minute.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Very
And I've
nice.
also done it in a night version. So I'm going to show you next. Again, the Comcast building just fascinates me. And this is called social climbing.
that
And
Oh,
if-
wow.
You see-
inside.
Yeah, they have the main part of it from the side is you can look right into the building. And I was looking in the building and I have really bad eyesight, but I still saw these figures. So I came back last week and took several photos, but there were no figures in my photos. So then I went from the other side and then I saw the people. They're not people, obviously, they're figures. But I just thought it was like a very unusual shot.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's
It
great.
is.
Yeah, and I like the colors of their clothing.
Yeah.
Those little pops of color, the aqua and the orange. It's nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, and actually, when I was scouting out the photo, it was very deserted. It's been really deserted, like especially on a Sunday. And a man came up to me and said, "Can I help you, madam?" And I go, no, thank you. And I scurried away. I didn't want to say, well, I'm here to kind of take a photo. And I went back and then I took this one because that's what I had noticed. That
Did
it
you
was
take that?
approaching-
Did you take that from outside?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You stand outside and the building is transparent. You can actually just see right
Yeah.
through the building.
Cool.
And if you take the photo from the other side, these people don't come through.
Mhm.
So I had to go back and scout it out and see that you could take it from this side.
Very nice.
Okay,
Kim, you must have looked dangerous.
I know. I was scurrying
Suspicious.
away. I
Yeah.
must have looked suspicious. Yeah, because it was just him and me. And I thought, well, I mean, what am I going to say?
Have you
So
been
I-
inside the building?
No. I did before the pandemic, about 2 years ago. I did before the pandemic, but this is locked. I actually was going to go inside the building, and I was, feeling the doors, but they were locked.
Hmm. Wow.
So you couldn't go outside. You couldn't go inside the building. Maybe it was because it was Sunday. Maybe during the week you can go inside the building. But I have been inside the building, and I know they have movies and things.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, they
I
did,
love to
they
go
did.
in, watch everything.
Yeah, it's
On
a
the big
very-
wall, on the wall?
Yes, it's
Yes.
a very interesting building, and I'm sure when I do get inside, I can do some stuff, but I haven't been able to. Maybe I'll try that tomorrow or something, go inside. Okie doke, so this is the same, I don't know where I am now. This is the same shot as you saw before, only I did it sort of at night. A night version
Wow.
of City Double.
Oh,
You are so creative. Oh, goodness, I love it.
Well, thank you very much.
It's the
I'm
rule of
glad I
thirds
saw
again.
it. Thank you Comcast. I've gotten a lot of good shots just from that one building. So I do thank the building.
The
Okay,
building
well-
should thank you.
Yeah,
Just say that the building, thank you back.
yeah, you're giving it good press.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Thank you very much. Bob, can you show me out, do you think?
Sure. Interesting, Kim, we've known you in two periods. One is your country period,
Yes,
and now it's your city period, and they're
yes.
they're
But
very
my-
different.
Yeah, my country period will be starting very soon, so I only have a few more city things to do, and maybe I'll go inside the Comcast and see what I can get from there.
Okay, Susan?
Yes, I am going to share screen and try this. Okay. Does everybody see?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Just
nice glass.
Very subtle.
little flower
Oh.
paintings. The color, I wish I could get these colors better, but I'm working on it.
Is this a peony?
No, it's a carnation.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry to say.
No matter what I say, you say something else.
I don't know. Sorry.
It works
Last
for me.
week was something else.
Yeah.
Very
What-
nice.
What don't you like about the colors, Susan?
That's what I was just gonna say. The colors are great.
Yeah, it looks fine.
So I'm not a great photographer, so I thought maybe you would rub off on me, everyone, but that didn't happen yet.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah,
colors aren't coming through
photograph.
faithfully is what you're saying, Susan?
Yeah, well, it may have to do with the fact that this is paint and it's not as flat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like texture wise?
Mike's gonna talk about his gray card again, I think.
Oh, no. I don't think that'll help. It's not a calibration problem. I don't think it is. I wish it were that simple. Okay, so I'm gonna get,
Susan, are you taking these on your phone?
no, I have a digital camera, but it's a very old digital camera. It's one of the
Okay.
first generation. So maybe that may in fact be my problem. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting another one, so
Are you using a tripod?
no. I'm using myself as a tripod, as a copy camera. I'm opening a door, putting the pieces on the floor, and then adjusting my height and clicking. I'm sure Neela, that's probably part of what it is too, but
Well, maybe you have to use a higher
resolution.
speed so that any of your shake doesn't blur the picture.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't
Higher
know what speed you're using.
speed. Neither do I. That's another problem. So I'll work on that.
Yeah,
Um,
try that and see if that changes.
I certainly will. Thank you for that suggestion. And here's another one of the,
Wow.
like, I think it was the same session.
Mm.
So I just put a different color in the background. I have some different fabric in my studio.
I love how you can see the brush strokes.
Yes.
It really says, I am a painting
Yeah.
and proud of it.
No, yeah, I try. Let's see what else. Does everyone hear the dog barking? My next door
Yes.
neighbor's
Yeah.
dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the door.
Great. They have two. So this is another Edge of the Woods piece. It's
I
an
think
oak
that's
tree.
lovely. That's lovely.
Oh, thanks.
Subtle.
It's,
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd make a nice title, Edge of the Woods.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
okay.
Oh,
Neat.
That's near the PGW, but is that Pico Building in Eddystone.
Wow.
They have this crazy, I don't know what makes the smoke, but it does it.
You
And,
you know, Susan, I drive by there on the way to work when I go into the city, and I've noticed that a lot. And sometimes it depends on what time of day, you know, like it can be sort of takes on different color from the, you know, if it's sun early in the morning, and it's I always love, yeah, it's cool that you caught that. That's
yeah, thank you. I'm glad that, you noticed it too,
Yeah.
Ron. Okay.
Looks like an early impressionist work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I like that. Yeah, it's and it's abstract qualities too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
the
lovely.
trees. Oh,
There's another dog in the background too.
I'm
Whose dog
sorry.
is that?
My dog, he's very
it's the
loud.
twilight bark.
Now I hear the dog. Now I hear the dog. That's beautiful. Sue.
Yeah, that's
I like
nice.
Very nice.
Mhm.
I like the
Hey.
interlocking branches.
that.
Where is it?
Uh-oh. That was Crowell Park. And this is another dirty snow bank.
Mhm.
Cool.
It has a very
That's
misty
pretty much
quality to it.
I try to get these pieces paint at the golden hour,
Yeah.
I try,
What is
but it doesn't always work, so anyway, that's it for today.
Tell Kim, Kim, are you asking about the golden hour?
That would be between 4 o'clock and sunset. At
Uh-huh.
this point, it's really in that, everything has that strange twilight effect, or I want it to anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
The sun is low.
It is,
The sun is
yeah.
low and
Okay, okay.
I
kind of,
call it butter time.
oh,
'Cause the light is bright yellow.
yeah.
You like a little tip, help you eliminate the camera shake?
Yes,
Okay. Keep your feet spread apart to the width of your shoulders. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
right-handed.
Slightly extend your left foot forward as though you were about to take a step. Okay?
Okay,
Keep the camera ready. Put your finger on the button.
I'm losing you.
Inhale.
Mike, I'm losing what
Okay.
you're saying. Could you,
Okay. Hold the camera up to your face.
right,
Inhale, and then slowly exhale. And when you reach the end of your exhale, press the button.
Oh,
okay. I'll try that.
yes. I'm gonna
Thank
try
you.
that.
And the first part you
Yay.
said was take a stance with your feet shoulder length apart and then take one step forward. Did I hear that right?
The left
Yeah,
foot.
Or
Yeah,
one
not-
step back?
it doesn't matter.
Oh,
as
don't
long-
ever go backwards without looking. Believe me, I've
Okay.
fallen many
Yeah,
times.
right. Thanks,
Thank
Mike.
you. Thank you, Michael.
Let's see, Mick, do you want to go? Or first of all, let me check. Ted, how's your back? Are you surviving?
I'm holding up. I'm holding up.
Okay. Let's do Mick.
Okay, cool. We said golden hour, right?
Yeah, putter
This-
time.
So this is a little different than what I usually do. So I'm in a quasi jazz, quasi classical ensemble called Space Whale Orchestra.
Oh,
And we recorded an album of sorts. It's of course very amateurish, but we recorded an album. So we were talking about creating some artwork. So I had this idea to do this cityscape, but the idea is that there were these figures who were not paying attention to the world around them and they were just playing with their devices. And of course, I made one of them a little kid sitting there on an iPad in the middle of the road, like oblivion, right? They don't know what's going on, but it's like a futurescape. So
It is, and I love the light. That
Yeah.
really looks like the
Right.
golden
Yeah.
mean or whatever, golden hour.
That's about the only natural thing in it. light.
So I don't know if they want to use it though. So we took some photographs of ourselves the other day, last Sunday, and then maybe they want to. We actually went to a building that I've done like watercolor scenes of before, like a really cool dystopian, like falling apart old factory. So I'll have my way with the visuals one way or another. So we'll see if they go for this. I don't think so. I think they'd rather use the photographs. But yeah, I put some time into it, so I wanted to. This is all I've done the past week or so, because I'm kind of busy with some other stuff. So this is sort of another side of what I do.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, different.
It looks very futuristic.
Mhm.
Yes, it does, it does.
It's not Belgium and it's not the normal Philadelphia.
There's no
That's good.
dumpsters.
There's no dumpsters, no,
No wires.
no wires, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
The future.
graffiti.
Gallifrey.
no graffiti, nope. I'm really into. There's an artist. He's deceased now. His name was Sid Mead, and it's not spelled the way you think it is. It's SYD. Sid Mead, and he's the guy that did all the visuals for the movie Blade Runner.
Oh,
And
yeah.
probably a bunch of other things. I'm not really sure what though offhand. And he used to design like futuristic cars and stuff in the 60s and 70s. So Sid Mead's stuff is great. In fact, when I was little and I saw Blade Runner on TV, I was like, I want to do that, whatever that is. Who gets to design that stuff? And my mother said, there are people in Detroit who design cars, but when you're an intern, you'll be stuck in a basement drawing a taillight. So that's not the job for you. And here I am now like, what? I would have done that. Mom, what? So yeah, thanks, Mom. But
Is
yeah,
that-
Sid Mead.
MEADE?
It's just MEAD.
MEAD, no E at the end. Okay, thank
Yeah,
you.
no E at the end. He was a really cool character, or he was sort of anachronistic. But yeah. So I have this sort of futurism thing going. Although this stuff's really hard to paint. Like I've probably never really tried to do something like this so accurately. I used to draw like this, but now that I have a little more idea about how to work with color the past year or so, I there were a couple false starts that were awful, but then this one got there, so I got where I wanted.
So Mick, do you know who the Jetsons are?
Sure,
Okay.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
leans that way. It tilts that way.
Yep, it does.
Yeah, like Tomorrowland in
Mhm,
Disney
mhm.
World. That's great
Yeah.
stuff.
That's
So-
neat. It's fun.
If we get photographs and they're good just for giggles, I'll show you guys what we ended up doing. Unless we go with this, I'll let you know if we did. So
Okay.
Thank you, Mick.
thank you.
Thank you.
Very-
Thanks.
Ted, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Oh. Hmm. I don't see where I'm going. Huh,
Me neither.
shouldn't be there. Oh, boy.
Do you want to go, do you want us to go ahead to run? And while you get oriented?
You don't see this?
No,
No.
No, we don't see any screenshot.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, you got it. You got
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
oh,
Ding, ding.
Okay,
Very nice, Ted.
this is a continuation of my traditional geometric shapes.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
all right.
Mhm.
Again, I'll show the textures. There are the textures.
Yeah.
fabric.
Yeah, it looks like fabric, doesn't it?
Did you put that in the show, Ted?
No, no.
Ooh, like this.
Very nice.
Wow.
Little,
So far, that's my favorite because of that orange.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that orange is just so warm, yeah.
a little more complex than I usually make them. I don't know if the whole thing is textured. Yeah, I guess the whole thing is textured. And now I'll show a couple of the experimental pieces.
Ooh.
That is interesting.
oh, I like that.
Yeah, you see your textures. It
For
does
the
look like
spell orchestra,
fabric
might
now that
wanna
you
borrow
mention
that.
it.
I love the gradation of the colors.
Yeah.
The red,
that's
that really
great.
adds
Yeah.
dimension.
It's like
It's like a
Co-
glow.
Corona.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
In here, I think the background doesn't have a texture. It's just plain.
The maroon is the background.
Yeah, this color here. Oh,
Mhm.
went
Oh.
too-
Yeah.
Came too
Uh-huh.
close.
Right.
And this one.
Those colors are just, those
Oh,
colors.
that's neat.
This is neat.
Oh, that is.
Very nice.
It's
Very
approaching,
nice.
it's approaching kaleidoscope.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it is. Yes, it is. Yes,
Yeah.
it
it's interesting. I thought.
is. Yes, it is.
Now, the last photograph is the photograph I took in the city on my way home from physical therapy. And it's a photograph of a sign. So just imagine somebody who's either doesn't know Philadelphia or doesn't know Philadelphia very well and came off 76th Street, 76, and coming up on 23rd Street to the corner of Chestnut and 23rd, looking for signs to figure out where they're going. You ready?
Yep.
Oh,
My God.
Love it.
very interesting. Yeah.
So helpful, so helpful.
Is that actually real? Is that real, Ted? That's a real
Yeah.
real sign?
Right on the corner of 23rd and Chestnut.
23rd and Chestnut.
Wow.
Go down there and take a look.
Go figure out where you're gonna go next, right?
It's like, get the hell out of here. We don't want you.
That is scary. That's all I have to say.
And I like this word in the corner, it says tour.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's it.
Thank you.
Some nice graffiti,
Thanks, Ted.
some nice graffiti on there. That is something. Real nice combination of colors,
Yeah, true.
Always.
Yeah.
Ted's colors are.
Ted.
even in the signs.
Ron, do you want to go?
Okay. So my theme for tonight, I did this a couple weeks ago, but I just haven't been able to attend for a full session for a while. But so I was playing, I discovered in Photoshop, there's this thing called there's so many features, right? And then I just discovered the sky replacement feature, which is pretty cool. And so I was just playing with it. So these are just some of the, so this is the original photo. This is in Oxford, Pennsylvania. And I thought the sky was pretty nice, but if I replaced it and made it like this.
Oh.
Ominous, yeah.
And that's like,
Ominous, yeah. That looks,
it's like one button push and then it brings up, you can choose what sky you want and then bang, there it is, you know?
I resent that.
that is amazing. That you can
What-
do that just for the sky.
Yeah, which level of Photoshop do you have?
I have whatever the Creative Cloud one is that's out now.
Okay, so the latest one.
I
yeah.
pay like, I have the photographer's version and it costs something like $10 a month or something like that.
Yeah.
So I took a class and the guy said, you just should get it, because they're always updating it automatically and,
I
so
love that mural. It's a
Yeah, the mural is very
Yeah.
interesting.
that's fun. Yeah, whoever did that, that's right. I always have hesitancy of taking pictures of other people's work, but there's enough value add here that it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
cool.
So here's another one. This is it's a nice picture. It's in the winter in Williams, Massachusetts, and Williamstown, Massachusetts, outside the Clark Institute. But it's a gray day, so let's see if we can spice up the sky. So
Oh, that's very nice.
and again, one presses the button. I'm so impressed now these edges, how difficult that is to get the edges
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It does a pretty good job, not all the time. I picked
That's
out the ones
crazy.
where it worked.
I'm not familiar with that.
That is so crazy.
That's great.
And here's a same picture, different.
Ooh, yeah,
That one
that
really
suits
worked.
it. Huh.
So, not a lot of work. Now, but the thing about it I wanted to say is this is inside the Clark. Now, the software is software, right? So it doesn't know what's really sky. It just tries to figure it out. So I looked at this and I said, I wonder if it's going to think that wall in the background is the sky.
I like that. I like the shot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's cool. That's really
That
cool.
worked.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
there's a whole story there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have another picture. This little girl, the iPad she's looking at is actually like a guide to what's in the museum. And she's this little girl, and her parents are, I talked to them, their parents are artists, and she's interested in it too. So she's actually learning about the paintings. She's really, precocious. I have another really nice picture, but I'm not showing it. So this is one version of the sky, and this is another one.
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
A wonderful photo. Ron, what is the background there that looks like the desert, but it can't be the desert?
This here is that's the floor of the museum. It's a wooden floor in the museum, and she's sitting on a bench.
Oh, I
And
see.
the wall behind her.
Could be a beach.
Sorry?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
a beach, something sandy, but it's just a fall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very nice.
well, you've got some nice shadows, and I mean, it's just amazing the way you've taken the shot.
yes.
Mhm.
Here's in a place in Portugal, and you see this window with the boat here, and it's like, okay, let's see what happens with sky replacement.
Okay.
So it makes it more dramatic, right? And then
Yeah.
this is the original, the color version of it, which I thought was a little
Oh,
over.
that's spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow.
I thought that was, I don't know. I like the black.
Almost looks like a painting back there.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
I like that because I just like the colors.
Like to sit down on that little bench.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Portugal is an amazing place, by the way. So this was, again, I'm playing with the sky replacement page. So this is in Greece. So what I did with this, I cropped this and then I, did clone tool or something to make the background all white. So it would fool the software into thinking it was the sky.
Right.
And then this is what I ended up with,
Oh.
Wow.
Mm.
So that's
That's
Wicker.
amazing.
That's Wicker, right?
That's Wicker,
Wow.
Wicker motorcycle. So,
Jeez.
and then here's a jar in Greece, sky replacement filter. And then I actually uploaded this to my phone to put, that's what I do to get it on Instagram. I send it, email it to myself and then get it on my phone and then post it to Instagram. And then, they have all these filters in Instagram. So this was like a tintype filter. And I
Mhm.
actually like this version better than this one. I like this version better. So,
Yeah,
I do too.
Nice.
yeah.
and then I'm sorry. So just wanted to say, this is another one, like this is ivy growing on a thing, right? So I'm like, how's it going to do that? Is it going to think the wall is sky? Well, it did.
Oh.
Not all that great. But the other thing, this is what I point out, is when you say sky, you can add your own skies, right? And
Oh.
it's software, it's dumb. It doesn't know, is it really a sky or not, So I put in the sky catalog, I put this girl. So this-
Oh.
oh, it thought it was replacing the background with the sky. but the sky I defined was actually a picture of this woman.
That
so-
is some scary.
Weird.
photo.
That is
That's
very nice.
very
It's
cool.
Very, very original.
Wow.
So it's just all this one tool, just playing with it, and I'm not done, I'm just beginning to experiment with it. And here's another one. So this is jars on top of a thing in grease. Here's the sky replacement.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I took that and I thought, that's not very exciting. So why do I put it to the neural art thing? So I sent it to them.
Oh,
And I don't even think this is all that exciting, So I thought, well, I took this image and then applied some more filters to it, the oil paint one and some other ones. And this is the one I like the best of this grouping. I just like the way it sort of like treats the light around the edges here. But then my favorite one was I took this picture and sent it to a different neural art filter, and it's this one. And this
Oh.
is that Kandinsky
Wow.
perhaps?
it probably is. I'm not sure, but
Paul Clay,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
that worked out. I thought
Yeah.
I liked that.
That's very,
Good
that's fun.
guess.
Pretty cool.
Mhm.
Ron,
Yeah,
the
very-
sky replacement, can you change the scale of whatever it is that you're calling your background sky?
Well, yeah, what it does is it creates layers. And so I've done that. You can go into the layer where you see the sky, and then you can actually do, free transform. You can actually move it around. So the sky, like if the cloud landed in the wrong place, you could actually move it. So
Right, move your cloud.
Yeah.
It's almost like a green screen converter. Then you can kind of do whatever you want with the background.
you
Yeah.
can, right. It's really, I'm impressed. And I'm not showing the shortcomings. There are cases where you do like a tree, and if the sky is, the stuff in between the branches, if it's really fine, it doesn't get that as well, so, and it still works though if the sky matches closely what was there anyway. But anyway, it's just a tool I wanted to show just because in case people want to play with it sometime. I think it's pretty neat,
Yeah.
especially if you think outside the box and don't think, well, it doesn't really have to be a sky. You can put anything back there, So,
Mhm.
all right, enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Very
Ron.
nice.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy, the advantage of having Photoshop on the cloud. I mean, those of us who have Photoshop on a disk don't have that,
Oh,
Yeah. Well, it's $10 a month and you get Lightroom and Photoshop and Bridge, which I hardly ever use, and I think a couple other things. It's really about Photoshop and Lightroom together. And it's like I said, it's $10 or $10.99 a month or something, and maybe a discount if you buy a year subscription. So I use it a lot, so I figure that's okay.
And I love seeing all the different things you do, playing around to see which you like best.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to show, I forgot this one too. This one here, that's another tree one, right? And then,
We're not seeing it yet.
That's it.
okay, let me go back. I don't want to take up too much time here, but
Oh, come on.
Show us.
I love sitting here looking at pretty pictures.
Yeah, really.
you don't see it. Do you see it now?
It's
Yeah, now
coming.
we see your
It's coming.
screen.
Yes, okay.
Oh, there it is. That's a nice picture too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
That's
Wow,
kind of,
look at the
and then,
detail on the branches.
I
Those
did,
winter trees are great.
Do you know
Yes,
what
they
kind of,
are.
do you know what kind of tree that is?
it is a walnut. It's a black walnut tree.
Wow,
It's old. And this is actually across from our house. So we get to,
cool.
that moon picture I had in one show, that was actually in this tree.
Oh,
But,
Well,
this,
I remember that.
this again, the sky replacement filter with the girl in the background,
Oh,
Nice.
My.
just playing around, but
Mhm.
yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
Very cool.
Nice.
Interesting.
Don't be sorry, it's wonderful.
Mhm.
yes, very interesting.
Thanks.
Janice, do you have anything?
I do. Let's see. I'm going back in time. I just thought I'd show this to you. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. This is, wait. Okay,
We see your screen.
this is scratch board.
Oh,
And
Very nice.
I did this when I was in high school.
What? When you were in high school?
I was, yeah, I was in high school, yes.
Yeah, but how did you keep it for all those years?
I do, but I try to take care of things. I don't always succeed, but
Wow,
anyway.
well, that is just extraordinary.
It is beautiful,
Mhm.
Jeff. I've never
Yes.
seen this before.
Well, of course, I had something to work from. And the teacher said, oh, I think that's way too detailed. You won't be able to do it, but I knew I could, you know. And so my parents were away for the weekend and I was 18, so I was home alone. And I was like a maniac. I just kept doing it. And I ended up doing it using a straight pin because I couldn't find anything small enough to get the detail.
Wow,
Extraordinary.
Amazing, Janice.
beautiful job.
Yes, it is.
Really?
A different side of Janice.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, an early side. And
Yeah.
then,
Well, I mean, I don't think I know anyone who's kept
gosh.
stuff, you know, a long time when they were young.
well, it was interesting because I was working with white lines, whereas you usually are working with black lines on white.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So recently I thought I would, here, I'll show you this one again. And then I reversed it. Whoops.
Wow.
Mm.
Interesting.
Fun.
Yeah, I
Not as
just,
satisfying.
No, I think the black one is really very dramatic.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I was just doing this to see what would happen.
So you put it in the computer and switched it?
I did. I think there's
Nice.
there's some capability where you can reverse it.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, it's
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
That survived. That's very good.
Yeah.
The reversal didn't lose much.
That is
Nice.
I like the
Such
black.
depth. I really like the leaves in the foreground coming in at the top.
Oh,
That's
Thanks.
really, that's nice.
I added that.
Janice, were you, when you had your career, were you an artist? I mean, some
No, I
kind
was
of
a secretary.
artist? Well, you should have been an artist. I mean, you are an artist.
Well,
He is.
Yeah.
no,
She is. She is.
I wo-
Janice, sorry.
I
Go
worked
ahead.
by day and I did this by night.
Wow, this is amazing.
Anyway,
Have you ever seen Samuel Palmer? Do you know who I'm talking about?
no.
These pieces look very mystical and very well designed. I would look at, I mean, if you Samuel Palmer,
I'm
he
writing
was
it
a
down.
contemporary of William Blake.
Palmer,
Oh, well, William Blake.
P-A-L, P as in Peter, A as in, okay,
Palmer,
Samuel Palmer.
Palmer.
Thanks.
He's amazing. And a lot of this feels the same. The way the darkness, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Nice job.
It
Oh,
really is.
I
Oh, it's a
enjoyed doing
mess.
it at the time, but I've gone, I mean, this was way back when, and I've come so far from doing this kind of thing. It's fun to look back.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you should resurrect it because it's just beautiful and show it at the
Well,
plastic
I
club.
put this in a line show at the Plastic Club,
Yes,
Ah.
yes.
and it
Yeah.
was ignored.
No.
Again, the composition's really nice on
Yeah.
both.
Thank you.
It really is. You should frame it, Janice.
Oh, I had them both framed.
Oh,
Janice, how big are they?
Like 6 by 8 inches.
Yeah. Maybe, again, I give the same advice I would give to Ted as well as or whoever I gave the advice to, is photograph it and make it really big.
Mm.
So it dominates the art show.
And show us the first one again.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that. Cool.
You know, what what Kim just said about making it large, there's something to that, because if you're making something big, it's really an act of confidence.
Yeah, well, can I just make a point? Because before I came into the room, I was looking at Gerhard Richter and Cy Twombly. Now, Cy Twombly raises my blood pressure because I don't know if you've ever looked at his work, and this was a Tate Modern, and he had this, the whole room was just scribble. Anyone could do it. I mean, Cy Twombly is the biggest ripoff that I've ever seen, and it just speaks to the pretentiousness of the art world. That if some guy walks in with something that's like 20 feet by 30 feet, they automatically think it's brilliant, even if it's just scribble.
Yeah, bigger is better.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying make it bigger, make it bigger. Because I also then looked at Gerhard Richter, who of course is a very good artist. But Cy Twombly, I mean, he does this crazy crap, and he just has the confidence to say, well, I'm going to make it really big, and it's really, he just has a line of patter. Does anyone understand? I mean, have you seen?
I do.
I mean, the guy has a nerve.
The Philadelphia Museum of Art has a whole room dedicated to Twombly.
Well, is it the scribble stuff like they have at the Tate Modern?
Scribble.
I think it's Ulysses.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the series.
Well, there you go. You have to choose some Greek mythical name,
Yeah.
Instead of saying, my kid did it and I blew it up and here it is. I mean, really, I'm very upset by what I saw.
All right.
Interesting.
Thank you. And I'm going to go. Let me see. I'm trying something new.
There's a workshop on Sunday, by the way, a book.
Oh, yes.
Neela's, yes.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Neela's teaching it.
Wow, Neela.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope everybody shows up. We're
Well,
doing
I will.
2 small sewn books.
Oh,
Too small what?
Stone,
Sewn with
zone,
Sewing.
zone.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to show you something from, all right. All right, this is along the line of Ron's sky filter. This is a one button impressive effect that I think Kim, you might be interested in because it's a GIMP. Here is GIMP, and
Okay.
GIMP has this add-on called Gmic QT. It's free,
Ooh.
just like, and so it's all right. I'm going to have to start again. I tried to do this last time
Hmm.
and didn't get it right. All right. You all see this pattern, which is a,
Yes. Yes.
all right. So it's a Portuguese. Now I'm going to go to Gmic. Okay, here we are. So this is the add-on. Do you all see this? This is
List. Yeah.
the
Oh, that's the
add-on.
add-on. Okay.
And we go down to the obscure area of testing, and some crazy guy named Reptorian created autofill coloring book.
Yeah, you mentioned that last week.
Yes, and I wasn't able to show it, but it is blam.
Oh, that is
man.
very nice.
And I'm sort of embarrassed to show this in front of Ted, but who worked so hard on his colors.
Very
But
nice.
Jealous.
and then let me show a little bit of what I've been doing. So I did a little bit of experimenting like Ron did with the new toy. And this is like the most extreme
Yes.
of the coloring. It's a little weird, but I'm not gonna run home, you know. And so, you know,
Oh, that's cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
this is here I'm getting away from the pure effect of the autofill coloring. And this is a black and white engraving from an old 1920 movie poster. And I applied just the littlest bit of the autofill, and I think it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, like slightly pink.
You know, you just got to be subtle.
Wow.
I like that. That is very
This is one of I'm getting now away from the autofill experimenting. This is a saint and a Sputnik and flags, a recent work back in my, and this,
Whoa.
you have to look at my webpage to understand these. This is
It's Dr.
Dr. Seuss's McGilligut's Pool, which was one of the ones that his family withdrew from circulation.
Oh,
I read it. I didn't see anything wrong with it, but
oh,
who knows? All right, but so the fish in the middle is McGilligut's Pool, and then there's some New Jersey artist who does cryptid animals, you know, mythological animals like minotaurs and mermaids and Bigfoot. And so he does these anatomical illustrations of mythical animals, and these are mermaids. So I thought the combination of Dr. Seuss
Yeah.
and the mermaids, I'm not sure about it as art, but I just love the idea of it.
Oh, hey, Bob, this is great. This is
Yeah,
really-
it's a magical place.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
And let's see, this is an Indian bas relief from a temple. And
Hey, Bob,
this,
are you posting any of these on your website so people can actually look at them?
yes, I know I go too fast.
No,
Yes,
No, I'm not saying you're going too fast, but I'm just saying some of these need to be more seen, I think, you know?
right.
That last one, was at the Playboy Temple?
Well,
Nothing
you
like
can see
that.
it was imagined by a male. There's 2 men and 1 elephant and like 55 nubile women. And this is my tribute to Anders. This is, remember Anders' style?
yes, yes.
And this is my tribute to Anders because it reminds me of Anders.
Mhm.
And that's it.
Hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. very
Uniform.
nice. Yeah.
Cuneiform that the Sumerians used.
Mhm.
I'll go in a little bit so you can see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes. Okay.
Like pictographs.
Yes, cuneiform.
Okay, that's very interesting, yeah.
And one of these days, Ted and I are going to go in and print these big, because I think a lot of these would look great big.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
So Bob, did you combine some images or was this whole big thing one story? And I wonder what it says.
The cuneiform, I did not. It's one cuneiform tablet with a little bit of. See the little blue in the background?
Yeah.
That's Arabic script.
Oh.
I don't, which is curvy and. But I just used it as an accent. But I don't know what the cuneiform was saying here.
Now, Jane, you don't recognize the Plastic Club budget here?
Yes.
That's it. The early days.
Yes. All right, so that's, Jane, do you want to fill us in on the Plastic Club events?
Sure. As you know, perhaps, the textile, fiber, and fabric show is up. You can take a look at it. There will be a salon on Sunday, March 21st. But not to be outdone, Neela has her workshop coming up the 14th, this Sunday. And then her second one is March 28th. That's on bookmaking and then book sharing. And as I understand, there's a chamber music concert on the horizon. That's in March or April. I'm thinking maybe it's April. We've just heard some rumors about that.
Is that in person?
I doubt it. Ron,
Right.
have you heard anything about that?
No.
Okay.
no, sorry.
So, well, we'll get more on that. I'm thinking it's in April because we don't have a lot of details at this point. And then in April, the theme is for the exhibition, Spring Ahead, Fall Back, however you want to interpret that. And those works are due March 27th. And that's all I have on the Plastic Club. I do have a reminder about there's an event at Woodmere. You can find it on woodmereartmuseum.org. This Wednesday, tomorrow, they have a lecture that you have to sign up for, and it's $10 for members or $15 for non-members. And the topic is Illustrating Change, the Red Rose Girls and 20th Century Suffrage. For those of you who don't know, the Red Rose Girls were some women who they helped start the Plastic Club back in the day when there weren't any clubs for women. You had to be a man artist. So this whole Red Rose Girls is right up our alley. And anyone else have an item?
Yeah, there's a show at the Barnes, Soutine,
Oh, right.
and I forgot his name, the abstract expression.
Picketing.
De Kooning.
De Kooning.
Mhm.
It's showing their work together because they're showing how Soutine has influenced. I got a mental block. What's his name?
De
De
Kooning.
Kooning,
Huh?
De Kooning and
De
Soutine.
Kooning, De Kooning, right.
I think it's called Conversations in Art or something.
Conversations in painting.
In paint? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. I have tickets for Friday.
Ah, and I just have a question, Tracy. Are you in front of a mural that you did?
Yes, 'cause it looks beautiful.
It's a mural and yes, I am.
I love it.
It's really, you'll have to show it to us sometime.
It's sort of not done yet,
Ah, okay.
but I haven't painted
But
it.
it's big, isn't it, Tracy?
Yeah,
It's big. See, that's what we're,
That's what Kim likes.
well, that's the way, Cy Twombly does it. And,
well, I do murals.
Gerhard Richter.
Do murals for people who have actually children with pediatric mobility issues. And that's the big thing I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And I have a little thing too. We'll go into it next week.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, it's 8:17. I have nothing to add. Last call.
Okay, a survey of how many people have had the vaccine.
I've had
Ooh,
One
of 'em.
shot.
I've had two of them.
Oh, you got both, Jane?
one
Yes,
shot.
because I'm an old lady.
You got
wow.
both?
Well, we're getting our second on Thursday.
Both
Wow.
doses, not
Yeah, I
both.
understand. No, I don't have that.
You have one, okay.
First shot.
Nathan's, all righty.
Good. All right,
Wow.
thank you.
Good week.
All right, good night, all.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.